Girls for Sale is another song I don't really know about that much, but it is a lead is sung by Paul and Lennon, and I don't really know about this album yet, right? Because it was a fairly small album. Yesterday and Help on Help is a tie. Yesterday is a sad song sung by Paul McCartney, and Help is a happy, upbeat song about helping. And yeah, I use this as my intro a lot and stuff. And if you catch that in the Life by ALS thing, you can catch it a lot. So is I Am the Walrus, which I'll talk about later. Norwegian Wood on Rubber Soul is good. It's one of my mom's favorite Beatles songs, so I like it. And it has a great acoustic feel to it, which is not a lot of Beatles songs. It is in Paul McCartney singles group songs, but not. Next is Yellow Submarine on Revolver. Some people think this is very childish, but I think it is great. It's my favorite Ringo Starr song, hands down. I don't really have much songs from him to like, but I listened to this a lot when I was little, so yeah. Next is A Day in the Life on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It is one of my favorite later Beatles songs, and it's my favorite Lennon song, and I just really like it. It's one of the randomer songs of the Beatles. Next is I'm the Walrus on Magical Mystery Tour. I'm the Walrus was created because John Lennon wanted people to stop overanalyzing his music and stop making hidden meanings out of things that meant nothing. So, he created it. Revolution on the White Album doesn't have a lot to say about it. It has a great upbeat, happy feel to it, and it will wake you up in the morning. Call scream. But, yeah. There was many other revolutions too. Not even yeah. Next is A Tie on Abbey Road, which is one of my favorite albums. Come Together, Here Comes the Sun by George Harrison is my favorite George song, and I listened to it a lot when I was really little, and I really like it because of that. And I played it a lot of times on rock there. And this song I actually know on the bass, and this is why I like it so much, but I also liked it before I played it on the bass, and it's sung by John Lennon. Let It Be and Get Back on their last album, Let It Be. Let It Be is sad because it is basically their last main song before they broke up. It is sung by Paul McCartney here, which if you listen to one of his early songs, like All My Loving, and this, the change is incredible. Next this is sung by Paul McCartney and John Lennon. It is Get Back. It's a song about JoJo. It's one of their randomer songs too, and I really like it. Now to go back to the keynote part of this, and their most popular album was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Not a big surprise. Their split-up happened in 1969. In September, John Lennon informed the group that he was leaving. 4 months later, Paul McCartney quit the group too, splitting the group up, and the Beatles were no more forever. Their last performance was a rooftop concert in January 1969 on Apple Corps, their manager's building in England. December 8, 1980 was a very, very sad day for music, when the great John Lennon was shot in the back and the side with a .38 revolver by Mark David Chapman after he exited a cab. Chapman was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison, which means he'll be tested again 20 years later, but it's been 20 years and he's still in jail and he has life in prison. George Harrison's stabbing and death happened in 1999 to 2000. George Harrison got stabbed in 1999 in the side and in the chest with a knife, but he survived. He fought the thud off and lived again, but that only lasted him 2 years as he died from cancer in 2001. Where are they now, you might be asking? Well, Ringo Starr just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He is the last Beatle to get inducted in singles, but they were inducted as a group, the Beatles, a while ago. He is the last one. Oh, and Paul McCartney is the most successful Beatle because he has the most heard of singles career. In conclusion, the Beatles are one of the greatest bands of all time, and George and John will always be missed.